Hello and welcome to another edition of Viewer Polls. And of course, you know how we do on Viewer Polls. We bring people that actually affect the society with positivity, creativity, and another way of bringing ease to people in the society. And of course, without wasting your time, we're going on a break. When we come back, I have a guest with me in the studio. We will be talking about how waste is being turned into wealth. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Viewer Pulse on Viewer Television. As I said earlier, we'll be discussing how waste can be turned to wealth. And of course, with me in the studio today, I have the CEO, BCJ Waste Management and Disposal Company Limited. And of course, we'll be talking about how the waste products that we throw in the dustbin, how it can be transformed into wealth, good money into our pocket. And of course, they're not just stopping there, they're also doing what they have to do to keep the society clean. And with me in the studio today, I have Mr. Bello with me in the studio.
Yeah, it's a
hello.
pleasure. How is it?
How have you been?
Great.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Mr. Bello, quickly, it's really nice having you in the studio, and I hope I didn't stress you, bring you all the way from Northeast down here.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, quickly, let's go to the business of the day. How has it been? Can we get to know you? Can we get to meet you?
All right. Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. My name is Elisha Bello. I am from Adamawa State, Gombe local government area. Garkida is my hometown. And I have a BSc in International Relations and also MSc in Peace Studies and Conflict Resolution and MSc Security Management and Risk Analysis. Over the years, I've attended several training on waste management, and also I've attended several trainings on disaster and risk management. And I look at the situation, especially in my hometown and my state in particular. Then I've been worrying mostly if I see the waste and the hazard and the implication of not utilizing the opportunity to make the environment clean. And also I understand that people don't get it clearly that those waste can be turned to wealth.
Source of income.
Yes.
Good money.
Good money. We are talking about good money. So I think this is little I can say about myself. And the company is located in Adamawa State. That's Yola. And we have some branches in about 2 states, in Taraba State and also in Yobe State.
Now, how did this wonderful dream generated itself into reality?
All right, sometimes you will have the idea and you will be talking about it, but if you don't have the willpower to execute it, is a problem. I had this dream for a long time. I want to start something. I want to create job, and I want to make a good money. We are talking about good money.
Finances.
And yes, so I want to see how I can help myself and help others as well. So when I started the initiative, it was 3 years ago, and I was having no money then to start the business. And I kept it deep within me that one day I'm coming out with this dream so that people will see it. So when I registered the company, though it wasn't the first company I registered.
Okay.
Yes. So there is a security and guards company, the same BCJ.
Okay.
So then I understand, let me maintain a
So you're super utilizing.
Yes.
That's good.
We are combating environmental safety.
Yes.
And also we
environmental hazards.
Yes, and we are still doing the business of physical security and other system security as well.
Wow.
But the most important now, looking at the waste, or let me say the disaster in the waste mismanagement in Adamawa State and Northeast entirely, that really prompted me or gave me a lot of courage to come out with this idea of waste collection, waste recycling and waste disposal. So these are the things we basically concentrate in our company, and I want to tell you, in case you don't know, you are sitting at home. Waste is a wealth. In case you don't know,
I'm telling you.
Yes, waste is a wealth.
Money in the dust.
Money in the dust. Trash to cash.
Now, Mr. Elisha, it's nice having you.
Yeah.
Now, quickly, how do you collect and dispose waste, and how do you treat the non-recycled waste?
Okay, I have expert in my company that they have been trained, they are professional, and some of them, they are licensed environmental health safety officers. Some of them, they have been trained directly on waste collection, waste segregation, and once they do that, they recruited some waste pickers, waste pickers, and we are dealing according to the ethics of the operation of the industry, so that we will maintain the standard as well. So the Department of the Waste Management and the Waste Collection, they are the one handling that one. But I want to tell you, it's a very simple thing. When you have professionals in your team, and you give them a motivational factor to do the work, all the resources are available, and they collect the waste. We partners or we engage like corporate entities, organizations, and some donors funded organizations, so that will be helping them to be collecting the trash. So it is the responsibility of the department handling the collection to do the segregation in partnership with the Ministry of Environment of the state. So the Ministry of Environment now allocated site for us, so that we can dispose those trash, or let me say those waste that are not going to be used again. So when we dispose them, that site belongs to us. That's BCJ Waste Management and Disposal Company site for disposing waste and trash. So, and those waste that can be recycled, the department will also utilize that very moment to segregate all the waste. When they segregate all the waste, then they will pack them accordingly. There is a type of waste we collect, and there's the way we recycle them.
So now basically you have two types of waste that you collect.
Yes.
That is one. Now secondly, you being a waste management firm, I believe you're also involved in environmental protection and cleaning.
Yeah.
Now, after collecting those waste products, are you also making plans or making provisions for containers that will be kept in the corners of the city or streets for these waste products to be harnessed properly?
Yes, we have this. Is in place. We produce some polythenes. Those polythenes, don't forget, after it has been filled with trash also, we need them back for recycling as well.
Okay.
So it's a kind of business that we already plan it in a chronological order that help us to ensure that we benefit from both sides. So we have polythenes that has been branded with our logo, and also we provided the trash bins. If you want the size, the timings, then we're going to keep it in your facility, depending on the size you want, and you pay for it. Then we're going to agree based on the assessment of the environmental health or the waste collectors department did on your site. Is it a weekly or is it twice a week that they will be collecting the waste, depending on the volume, or let me say the number of waste gathered in the quantity. I mean, yes, thank you. That you are that you generated in your facility. So that will determine. And with that, we'll advise you if initially you requested for a smaller trash bin. I hope you understand.
Yes.
And we ask you that you need a bigger one.
So tactically, there is a survey.
Yes, of course.
You check the environment,
yes, of course,
for you to be able to curtail the waste products that will be coming out.
One of the goals is to ensure that there is a very clean environment for inhabitation. One of the goals.
Wow.
Apart from making the money, we ensure that the life of people is very, very important.
So we'll quickly go on a break. And of course, if you're just tuning in, this is Viewer Pulse. And of course, I've been talking to Elisha Bello, CEO, BCJ Waste and Management. We'll be going on a break. When we come back, Viewer Pulse continues in a moment. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we've been discussing a lot on how to turn waste into wealth. And of course, I've been talking to a professional with me in the studio here, talking about Elisha Bello, CEO, BCJ Management, Waste Management. Please, quickly, you're actually saying something that actually attracted my attention.
Yeah.
Having an environment where you have your recycle bins and form of collections, I think, do you think that also will keep the environment healthier? And also, there are a lot of airborne diseases, waterborne diseases.
Yeah.
Now, how do you go about after collection? How do you go about that?
All right.
Protection of staffs.
Yes. So, I mentioned earlier that there are ethics safeguarding the procedures of collecting waste.
Okay.
And once you try to go outside the ethics, automatically you are damaging the reputation of your company and also putting more harm to the people in the society.
Okay.
So what we do in our company, we ensure that all departments, they have experts that are heading it. So let me come back to the collection of the waste. I have an expert that are dealing with that. I told you that it is their responsibility to do the segregation of the waste. I hope you are getting me.
Okay.
And also access the facility of our clients or customer rather, right? Then when they access the facility, they will advise and tell him the hazard, or let's say the health implication of him not adhering to the advisory we are going to give him. And if it is a business facility, we have to tell him that will even reduce the influx of customers into his facility, of which is very bad for him as a business entity. So with that, we provide advisories, of which is free, so that it will enable us to have more customers and to maintain a very good relationship with our customers.
So that means there's a high level of personal relationship with your customers.
Of course, this is a very serious business here, and one of the integral part of business is the marketing. And the marketing, you have to build a very good relationship with your customer, very, very good one. And you have to look for the motivational factors that will keep your customer. I hope you are getting me. So we provided all those things as a company, and we ensure that even the waste pickers we use to collect waste for us from people within the community, we train them. We establish a green bank. If you want to be a green bank agent, you come and register with us.
What do you mean by green bank agents?
Okay, green bank agents, they are the ones collecting the recycled waste. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The recycled waste.
Okay.
Now we train them, we teach them, these are the type of waste we need, and this is how you collect it for us. I hope you are getting me. According to the ethics, it must be dry. There's no water inside. You have to separate it, remove the label if it is PET. These are Coca-Cola bottles. Coca-Cola plastics. And the rest. Faro water plastic. Let me use the Adamawa. Yes, the indigenous water.
Yes, please.
Yeah, but I'm not doing
PR.
Yes, PR. So basically, these are the things. So we now, you are an agent. Then we partner as well with some microfinance bank to help those agents to open accounts with them. So if people are going there, will ask you, agent, you open an account with either any of the microfinance bank or any bank that we partner with them.
So the whole thing is a monumental development.
Yes,
is a change.
Yes. We see, when we say waste to wealth, we mean it. We are not just talking about ourselves. We are talking about using the people that are just roaming about in the society, the young, upcoming, great people in our society, to have something that will help them to develop themselves.
Exactly.
So that they will go to where they want to go in life.
Now, quickly, Mr. Elisha, how do you go about managing challenges and hazards management? In this business, a lot is at risk.
Yeah,
a lot is involved.
Yeah.
How do you go about all this? It's a very serious business.
So what we do, there is a TOR, terms of reference, and on how to maintain the hazard I hope you're getting me. Especially the safety equipment while going to the field collecting waste. Yes, you have to be. There are safety equipment that you have to wear, and the collection teams in our company, they have all those things available. And while going out to collect any waste together, including the truck driver, the waste collectors, you will see them wearing a safety kit with our logo. And that entails that they are coming as the area that has been identified and it has been tagged. They will be going that area. If you see them in your compound, even if you are new, maybe you move in that compound as a tenant and you see them with the uniform, you will know that these people really are coming to do this work, and you are sure and certain that they are professional. And we don't want to compromise that. Why? Because when you are dealing with very international organizations, I hope you are getting me, international organizations and other...
They have standards.
Yes. So we want to meet up with the standard so that at the end of the day, we will be accountable of whatsoever we are, or the deliverables from our end as a company. And it will speak on our behalf. So that somebody in Lagos will call us to say, you guys are doing great work in the northeast Nigeria. Yes. We are not expecting that.
Yes.
I hope you are getting me. Somebody will call us in one of the West African countries that we need your services because of the standard. That is why we recruited professionals in our in various departments of the company to deliver all those standards.
Now quickly, Mr. Elisha, I hope I'm not bragging you.
No.
Now, the management aspect of it, basically when you're dealing with wastes, some are decomposed, some are fresh. How do you go about the infection? Is there any form of infection, the infectants? I'm sorry, I'm not a scientist, but
yeah, you are right. I just want to give you a typical example with a very good entity, or let me say a hospital. We partner with some private hospital in Adamawa that we dispose their waste, and the kind of waste that are coming out from the hospitals. Some of them with blood, some of them are very dangerous to touch. I hope you're getting me. That's why I said the professionals do their work, their kit. They will do a waste segregation. There are some of them, if it say you're going to dispose them, you cannot put them in the same place. I hope you're getting me. So this is where the professional work will come in. The professionalism, will come in. I hope you're getting me. Waste segregation, and each waste, there is a way to dispose it, and there is a way to carry it.
Wow. All right, if you're still joining us, we'll be discussing waste to wealth. Of course, the dustbins, the bottles we throw at home is another form of making millions of naira. We'll be going on a break. When we'll come back, I still have Elisha Bello with me in the studio. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. If you're just joining me, this is Viewer Pulse. We bring closer things to you. We tell you how the society can actually influence you to be a better person. And of course, I have one of those influencers with me in the studio talking about Elisha Bello, CEO BCJ West Management. Now, sir, quickly, now we have talked about collection. We have talked about, now we're going to talk about processing. We'll be talking about how do you process it? Form of marketing, where are your marketers, who buys it?
Yeah.
In every product, after collection, there must be a market.
Yeah.
How does the market go? How is the process like? What kind of machines do you use?
All right. I have to be real with you here. Right now we have a shredder, and the shredder, you can call it a crusher. We are yet to get our own processing machine. It will arrive in early next year, right? Where we can be able to be producing some, certain plastic products that can be consumed
from your firm.
Yes, from our firm.
Good.
So early next year, we are making effort to ensure that the machines arrive, and we gonna make a lot of things happening in Yola, Adamawa State and Northeast. But right now, what we are doing, we are collecting those plastic from our agents, and I told you we train them, we teach them the category of plastic we need, waste we need from them, and from there we bring them to our site, then we shred them. we crush them. And there is a back, sack that we produce according to the type of waste, then we fill it.
Oh, you separate?
Yes, there must be a separation. If it is a colored one, if it is PET bottles, you have to separate them, then put them in the sack, seal it. After doing that, we have partners right now that we are taking a bigger factory in Kano, Lagos, and even we are in discussion with one here in Abuja that we can see area of partnership before the arrival of our machines, so that we'll be selling it to them after crushing it. So when we talk about that, you see, we did not sit down to say until our machines arrive before we start the business. We are establishing contacts, well from our end, since we have the shredder, the crushing machine. We crush it, package it, and take it to our partners for business continuity and sustainability before the arrival of our machine.
Now, basically, let's talk about the difficulties. Everything that is sweet, there must be the bitter side.
Yeah.
What are those dramas? What are those difficulties, challenges that is faced with your firm and this beautiful job of yours?
All right. The first is acceptance. It's very, very difficult in an environment where there was a lot of sensitization on the implication of the waste. I hope you're getting me. And I'm very sure you know about Adamawa State very well. You know what I'm talking about. So the acceptance is very difficult. Convincing people for them to pay you and dispose their waste is a very challenging. I hope you're getting me. And of which we are making effort. The government is giving us a very extensive support from all angles, from the Ministry of Environment, from the advisors to governor on all these aspects. They're giving us support so that we can partner as well to make a lot of sensitization to people, so that we can make Adamawa State and Northeast Nigeria a clean environment for inhabitation and business. I hope you are getting me.
Yes.
And who knows, by doing that, if we achieve about like 50% by the year 2022, most of the diseases and other infections will not be there again. I hope you're getting me, because a clean environment is a resistance to any kind of disease. I'm so much pretty sure about this. So this is one of the challenges, acceptance, very difficult one. Then we're talking about funding. Most of the things we do, we use our internal resources. Yes, we use our internal resources to ensure that we put things in place. But I want to tell you, yes, there are a lot of support coming from different angles.
Congratulations.
Partners, thank you.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. Partners are coming in, and I want to tell you that we are changing the narrative. Sometimes I want to say these things to somebody outside to understand categorically that you may have a lot of ideas, and you will be sitting on it, and until you say, I have the willpower to execute it, the idea will remain there. It will remain there. So we really want to thank God, and also thank people around that see the vision and also help us to establish, and we are working. Today we have number of,
now so far so good. How many staff do you have to your credits?
to my credit, indirectly we have about 18 people.
Wow.
In waste management.
Wow.
And directly we have staff of about 12.
So how is the security firm going?
Security firm, that one is another area that I'm a security expert.
When you're multi-talented and you're multi-minded and you're multi-serious, I always get encouraged and of course get inspired by people that are actually doing wonderful things. So your word of advice, Patin, quickly?
Yes, the word of advice, I want people to know that waste is a wealth. Do not joke with it. I want you to find something, or in your compound, be gathering those plastics. Find any agent. You can check us on our social media handle. If you are in Adamawa or any west, northeast, you can call us. You can call us. You can check us on our Facebook. BCJ Waste Management and Disposal Company Limited is our handle. Then you can also send us email bcj.waste@outlook.com. You can do that. We can attend to you and we can buy waste from you. It doesn't matter. Gather them as much as you can. We're going to buy it from you. And you see, who knows? These your relatives that are just throwing. You buy Coke 170 in some locations today is 200. You throw it. How about if you gather it like 10 and it will buy like 1.5 of the Coke for you? So you see, you are turning your waste to another money, which is very, very valuable for you. So I encourage everyone to ensure that gather waste and utilize the opportunity to make money out of it.
It's really nice having you around.
Thank you so much.
I pray that the next time I see you, bigger you, so that you can employ a lot of my people in Adamawa State. And of course, Adamawa State is a blessed land of beauty.
Great.
A lot of wonderful things are going on. I'm very grateful for having you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have more of you.
Yes, thank you, Viewer TV, for having me.
All right, if you're just joining in, of course, this is Viewer Pulse, and we'll be discussing extensively on the need for you to keep your environment clean and the wealth attached to waste products we throw away. Do keep a date with me, same time, same station, where I'll bring you another fresh edition of Viewer Pulse. I'm John Mataki. Enjoy the rest of our programs.